Hey guys, it's Justin here. Happy Tuesday, and got my gloves on for you. But actually, for this one, it is a legitimate. There's a legitimate reason because this is the final video in my knife collection series, and this will be talking about my multi-tools, which I forgot on. Sorry about that. Yeah, so this will be talking about my multi-tools. And you can see here, this is kind of a zoomed out version of the table that I film my videos on. The reason being this case is pretty large. This was actually my knife case prior to the new yellow one that I bought that's even bigger than this. But yeah, I kept my knives in here for a long time, and you can see it's kind of dusty on the top. But now I use this for my multi-tools, not just Leatherman's, but all my multi-tools. So yeah, I want to show you guys what I have, and let's go ahead and get started. So the first one here, I'm going to kind of push this over to the side. I'll zoom the camera back in. You can see our placemats there. There we go. So the first one is the Surge, which you guys have seen this before. This is Leatherman's heavy duty multi-tool. So you can see it's very thick, very heavily built. Tool-wise, it's very similar to the Wave, but it's just like a bigger version of the Wave. So this has the knife, the straight edge knife, the serrated knife. It's got the scissors here, which come out like that. And then it's got the interchangeable saw. I think the other one's a file. And it's got like a screwdriver and stuff on the inside here. And the bit driver here, which you can kind of see. I'm not gonna take every tool out on all these guys. I'll just kind of do a general overview of them. So yeah, because otherwise this video would probably be like an hour long. So this is my dark side. I've done a full video on this, and it's probably my coolest multi-tool that I have. I'm gonna leave it like that because this is how I have it displayed in my case, and I got it just perfectly, so I don't want to change it. But this one has the blue inserts on the G10 there. You can see them. Has the serrated knife, has the straight edge here on this side, has the file over there, and then the saw over here. This one's special, which you can watch my video, but it has the carbon scribe here, and then it has the pen. Yeah, right here it has the ink pen, and it has the tweezers that come out right there. So if you want to see more, check out my full video, but that is the Leatherman dark side. Probably, so I've been carrying the Surge in my belt sheath that I just got, but I'll probably swap it out for this dark side here pretty soon. I actually want to carry this thing. That's one of the reasons I had the sheath made, was so that I could carry it. So anyway, at the same time though, maybe not, because I heard Leatherman doesn't have a warranty for the dark sides. So that's, not great. This is my my CRKT Guppy. I did a video on this about a year ago, and it's just a value tool basically. It's pretty cool though. So it has these bits and they fit in the end, so you can use this as kind of that's kind of dirty in there, has some foam. You can use this as kind of a driver. It has the carabiner attachment there, and it has this little wrench here, this adjustable wrench, which is pretty cool. Then it has a pocket clip on it, which is also kind of neat, and a little knife blade. Nothing too high end or expensive, but it works. And it came with this Eaton tool, so it has these hex drivers here, and it has this bottle opener and a little spork you can use to eat with. So it's pretty neat. I bought that years and years ago. I used to have it in my car, but I took it out a little while back. So yeah, that's the CRKT Guppy. Let's look at the other non-Leathermans, I guess, first. So this is one of my favorite multi-tools. This is the SOG Power Lock. And it has this pretty innovative system at the bottom where it opens. It's like a gear setup. And it makes for a very smooth opening. And you can see as you open it, the pliers sort of index. And they're not like it doesn't feel like a Leatherman really at all. The Leatherman kind of has a distinct like open and close position, and you can kind of pinch your fingers when you do it. Like with the Surge here, when you open it, it's pretty smooth. And then when you get to this point, you it doesn't click, but it sort of it's almost like a D10, I guess, is a good way to describe it. And then when you close it, you have to break that, which can be a little bit challenging if you don't have strong hands, especially, or stronger hands. With the SOG, it's really nice because you don't have to, it's basically like a consistent amount of pressure to open and close it, which I really like a lot. And I think the gear system is really innovative. Yeah, this is one of my favorite multi-tools for sure. I don't like the fact that they have these little covers over the tools that are in the handles. It's not a huge deal. It just makes getting to them a little bit more inconvenient. And then things can also like scrape the cover if you're not careful. But it has like a knife blade that's partially serrated, screwdriver. And then one of the other cool things this has is you can put like, I want to say hex drivers. I'm not sure that's the right word. Sorry about that. But you can actually fit like a socket over this thing and use it as like a socket wrench, which is really cool. I've never seen that on any other tool aside from this. And then the other cool thing is if you saw that, these will actually lock open halfway. So you can use it as like well, I guess it doesn't go down, but you can use it as like in this position and turn it like that, which is pretty cool. So yeah, all the tools are locking just like Leatherman's, and it's pretty similar. I mean, in terms of the tools, and it has like scissors and stuff like that. And then it has, I think this is a file. I know that's a saw, and it has a Phillips screwdriver. The other big benefit to this, aside from the way it opens and closes, is the price. These things are only like 75 bucks, which is in my opinion, a really good deal for what you get. So that's the SOG Power Lock. And then the last one I'll show, which is not even a multi-tool. This is like one of my only fixed blades. My other one is a Gerber that I got for when I got Eagle Scout, and I got that one years ago. This one I got last year for Christmas. It's just a little Smith & Wesson boot knife. I used it to open Christmas packages last year, so it's pretty handy for that. And it just has like a friction fit sheath. You see the clip there. So yeah, one of my family members bought that for me, so pretty cool. And then here is my Gerber multi-tool. I don't know the name of this, but I got this when I was in Boy Scouts. This one's pretty cool because the pliers are spring-loaded. As you can see here, when you open it, they have a springiness. And then the tools are also on the outside of the handle, which is another disadvantage to the SOG because they are on the inside. All the multi-tools for this, or not all the tools for this are on the outside. So even if it's in the closed position, you can access everything. So it has like the scissors here. And this one is actually, I know it's a Gerber, which, you know, they get some questionable they make some questionable things, but this one's actually really well made. There's the knife blade. I haven't used this thing a ton, but it's a nice multi-tool. Has these rubber inserts, so it helps with the grip. So yeah, it makes it pretty nice. So that's the Gerber that I have, and then I guess the rest are Leathermans. So we'll just go ahead and get into those. So I kind of mentioned the gloves being a necessity for this video, and they are, because a couple of the Leathermans I've had, the first P4 that I bought, and then these, which these are the Raptor medical shears. I handled them and carried them maybe twice, not in a humid environment. They didn't get wet, and I put them away for a couple weeks and got them back out, and they had like spot rust all over them. So I don't know what the deal was. I don't know if it was a bad batch of steel. Leatherman, I think they use stainless steel. With these shears, maybe it has a little bit to do with the finish. Yeah, so I have to be careful when handling these, which sounds ridiculous. Like, why should you worry about getting rust on Leatherman? It sounds stupid, but yeah, especially these. The first P4 I had, I actually cleaned it up and sold it because it kind of upset me. And then I bought another one, and I haven't had the same issues with it, at least not that I know of. But these, I'm still kind of careful with. I don't really carry these or use them, but I just think they're kind of cool because they are folding shears and you can actually carry them in your pocket. So I carried them a few times last year, and they look kind of ridiculous because the pocket clip's here. So you have like this much sticking out of your pocket. You don't have any knife. You have a seatbelt cutter, and you have an oxygen tank wrench here, and then you have like a roller here. And then of course the shears, which do work really well. I have used those for a couple things. Yeah, so those are the Raptor shears. And I like that they have kind of like the Halloween color. I don't want to say. They're like Halloween colors. I think that's kind of cool. So that's those. And then just move on through here. This is the Leatherman Signal. I did do a full video on this, and really cool multi-tool. Pliers are really nice and loose on this one. Not like flimsy, but they're easy to actuate. And this one's cool because it has the hammer on the end. So this is like a hammer for doing like tent stakes or whatever. And then it has this ferro rod on this side. Or sorry, no, this is the ferro rod, I think, here. This is the am I getting that backwards? I think, yeah, this is the diamond coated tool for knife sharpening. And then I think this is the ferro rod. So yeah, it's pretty neat. It has like the knife blade and stuff. I don't carry this one too much, but it does have a pocket clip, which, works pretty well. I just think it's cool. I kind of collect Leathermans, I guess. So I just wanted to have that one for the collection. And then this is the new P4 that I have, which, as you guys know, if I hold it right, you can open these with one hand because they have magnets in the handles, which I'm gonna hit the table coming under a camera. But there's the new P4 that I have. It's a cool multi-tool. I mean, it's really well made. The magnets do work well. You just kind of put your finger between there and sort of push, and they just sort of fall apart. And then they'll click into place. You can see right there. So yeah, a cool multi-tool, neat innovation. It has a lot of useful tools too, and I think these are all on the outside as well. Actually, I can take a look real quick to see if there's any rust on this one. Doesn't look like it. I also took these and just doused them in WD-40, so there shouldn't be any rust. But then, yeah, so it has like the knife blade here, and then it has the saw over here, And it has different screwdrivers and stuff. That's like an awl with a, it can be like a sewing needle. It just has a file in here and stuff like that. So yeah, neat multi-tool, Phillips screwdriver, and the scissors are over here. And this came with a pocket clip attached, so that was pretty cool. So yeah, I'll probably carry this one here soon. This is I got this one a long time ago. This is my Super Tool 300. So this actually came from my parents. They used to drive for this company, Starfleet, and the company gave them this Super Tool to use in their truck. Basically, the company delivers campers across the country, so they contract people to, and you know, they have their own trucks and stuff, and they just haul these campers from one place to another. And yes, that's kind of the purpose of the company, but it's just a Leatherman Super Tool 300. So it has, you know, the pliers, and this is kind of like the Surge. It's sort of a heavy duty multi-tool. Has the knife here, has the file. I like the Surge better because the tools, like the knife, the scissors, or the knives, the scissors, and the saw, they're all accessible from the outside. You don't have to open it like this one. But it does have the awl there and the screwdrivers. And then, this one doesn't have scissors, but it does have the Phillips head and stuff like that over on this side, the can opener. So yeah, it's a nice tool. I don't really carry this one that much because I don't like carrying a sheath unless it's the one that I had made, which I don't know if this would fit that. This is pretty thick. I doubt it's thicker than the Surge though. You know, it'd probably fit, so I don't know. Maybe I'll carry that at some point. But I have used it quite a bit. I used it in my old house before I moved to put together a new deck off the back of the house. So I got quite a bit of use there. This is my Wave, which again, if you see, there's the Surge. So they're almost identical, not quite, but they're pretty darn close. This Wave has an aftermarket pocket clip on it. And you know, you guys are probably familiar, but it has the knife blade, the serrated knife blade. And you can see here, this one has quite a bit of use. I use this one a lot when we moved into this house. Should try to clean it up a little bit, but yeah, I use that serrated knife a lot to break down cardboard. And then this is the file over here. But yeah, I mean, just a standard Wave. Has the screwdrivers here, which you can see have some use to them, and it's got the scissors right here. It's nice. The Surge has the scissors accessible from the outside, which is nice. And then it's got some more tools here, just screwdrivers, stuff like that. So I think the Wave is one of Leatherman's most popular tools, if not the most popular tool they make. I can see why. I mean, it's not overly heavy like the Surge. It's good size, and it has pretty much everything you'd want. So yeah, it's a really nice tool. So I like that one a lot. The last two are my Charge TTI, which I bought at Cabela's earlier this year or last year. I like this one because the scales are titanium, and then it did come with a pocket clip, but I bought this one off Amazon. Just has kind of a cool design. The Charge has the gut hook and the serrated knife there, and then the S30V blade on this side. Most of Leatherman's knives are 420 HC, I think. So this has an upgraded knife steel, as does the dark side. And it's got the file over here. So this one is very, very similar to the dark side, except the dark side does not have this gut hook here. That's one big difference. And then the Charge on the inside is just, it's kind of like the Wave. You have the bits here, the can opener, then you have the scissors over here, and then you have the other couple of screwdrivers down here. So yep, so that's the Charge TTI. It came with a belt sheath as well, but I typically just carry it with a clip. And now, since I have the new sheath, I may carry it in that as well. So And then the last one I have is the first Leatherman I bought 20 years ago almost. This is one of their, I don't know if it's one of their original tools, but it's just the Leatherman Tool. And I got this at Wall Drug in South Dakota. So it's very, very thin compared to the Surge here. So you can see how thin it is, how small it is. Came with a nice leather sheath here. And I just bought this because my uncle used to carry Leathermans all the time when we were in Boy Scouts. And I just thought it was really cool. So I kind of wanted to emulate him. And yeah, I was on vacation with my mom and her parents, my grandparents. And we were going out west and stopped at Wall Drug, and they had these, and I picked it up. And I've never really used it, but I just think it's really cool. It's so slim and light. And yeah, it's just a neat tool. It has some nostalgia for me. And it does have, you know, a decent amount of usable tools in it. You can see here the pliers are pretty small, but they're usable. It's got the knife blade here. It's got the screwdriver here, and then the smaller regular screwdriver there. It's got the punch there, and then on this side it's got the file with, I think this is a screwdriver at the end. And then it's got, I think this is a, yeah, this is like a tiny regular screwdriver. It's got the Phillips there, and I think this last one is a, yeah, it's a can opener, bottle opener. So, yeah, that's the Leatherman Tool. That's my oldest one. Like I said, I've kind of gotten into collecting these things, multi-tools, Leatherman specifically, and they really come in handy around the house. Like the Surge, I'll always have a multi-tool sitting on the end table next to the couch where I sit, because I've just always found uses for like the scissors and the screwdriver and the pliers at times. And it's just, I like to have them handy and ready to use. Just for random situations that come up around the house. And yeah, I don't know, I plan to buy more of them. The Signal, like that type of stuff, I probably won't get any more sort of in that vein, because those are pretty specialized. But like the Surge, the Charge, the Wave, those are very usable in everyday situations. And I'll probably look at some more SOGs too. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. This is the last one in my series of knife collection videos. And you know, as I add knives or whatever, I'll do some updates. My knife fast is coming to an end here in about a day, so I'll be picking up some after that. And yeah, if you liked it, please leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you haven't. Check out my other collection videos, which I'll link down below. And I hope you guys have a good rest of the week, and we'll talk to you on the next one. See ya.